Yes. Hello and welcome to the another session or another video of Power BI series that we are covering. And this is the part two of Power BI, some of the tips and tricks that we are gonna solve. And if you haven't watched the part one, so link is in the description. So please go and have a look at it. So in last video, we have looked around these seven steps or these seven, tips that we have looked about analysts and all other things. And today we are going to have a look into data preview, how to do a data preview, how to generate a QR code, how to fit a PowerPoint live data, how to set alert to KPIs, also how we can pin our visuals into Power BI dashboards, basically services, how to subscribe to a dashboard, how we can collaborate with other people. Also, we'll have a look how to generate wallpapers. Okay, so let's go and deep dive into this. So the first thing is my data preview. So to do that, we are going to jump into data and then let's go into transform data and then see what data preview is. So let's go into the sheet. This is the sheet that I have covered. Into the queries, I have transformed data. Let us go there where my data is already present, right? So this is the data that I have. And when I go into view, okay, this is what my home tab looks like. So whenever I go and hover onto any of the row or any of the column, basically, whenever I go on hover into any of the column, it is not showing me anything right now. So what I will do, I will go into my view column and it says the into the data preview, I have an option which says data preview. So I will go and say show the white spaces. So whatever the white spaces are, it will be shown. I want to see the column quality as well. Now you can see I have the column quality, which says how many valued values I have, how many errors do I have in this particular column, and how many empty values I have. And whenever I hover onto it, I get that information as a form of pop-up. And when I click on these three small dots, I can see here there is copy, or if I want to keep the duplicates, keep the errors, remove the duplicates, remove some of the empty values. If I have errors, I can also remove errors by just a click. I can also replace the errors as well. If I want to replace the errors, I can do by this as well. And another another option that I have is column profile. If I click onto the column profile, you can see now, right now, the column number one, which I have been selected. Let me just go into ship date. So let's go into sales basically.
If you enjoyed the content of the video, don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to our channel.
Okay, where is my sales? Sales column. Okay. So this is my sales column, what I have, right? Here you can see I have got all the column statistics. It says how many count values I have. Basically, your Power BI only loads 1,000 rows, which is visible for us. How many error value I have? Error are zero. How many empty values? Distinct values, nothing but unique values. The NaN values, zero, minimum values, maximum values. What is the average of the sales we have made? What is the standard deviation? In case all each column by column, everything has been given. Value distribution is also given. So this is, we can highly or overly understand how our column is basically. And you can see there is another thing which called as column distribution. Let me just off this column profile. Here you can see column distribution, which explains the same thing about column quality, but into the form of visuals. Into the form of visuals, you can see how the distribution is, how many distinct values are there, how many, unique values are there. And here it says remove duplicates. Directly, I can just go and say remove the duplicates and it will be vanished, right? I can do that as well. So this is what my data preview is. I'll just go into home and I say just close. I don't want to apply anything. So it gets closed. Then is my QR code. So this QR code is basically generated into Power BI services. If you have, published this, you can go here and publish. And I have already published. So let me just go into my Power BI services. I'll sign in into that. And where is my workspace? So this is all my workspaces where I have written. And into this, I have my workspace. So there is where I have put all my data. So this is the dashboard. You can see this is the dashboard. This is the dashboard which I have published. Now, if you want to convert this into QR, how can you do that? I can just go into file drop down and I have tremendous amount of different functions I do have here. See what are these? I have save a copy. I can download these files. I can manage the permissions who all can see. And here I have something called a generate QR. I can do like this, and you can see the QR will be generated. And remember, but only the organization people can only those who have the accessibility, them can only be accessed with that. Okay, so this is how we generate QR code, and it is very flexible that if I just share the QR code and they just can scan it and they can, my boss can scan it and he can see in the mobile itself. Okay, I can download this as well and it gets downloaded. Okay, so this is the another trick that we have looked. Next is my PowerPoint live data. So let's move again into my Power BI service. Here I have something called as export. In this export function, again, I have analyze in Excel into PowerPoint and into PDF. If I go into PowerPoint, it will give me the pop-up window. In this pop-up window, see what are the things given. Here I have embed live data. I have two options here. Export as image and live data. So if you put an image, it will just take a snapshot and paste it over there. But if you take an embedded as live data, and that will be now opened into Power BI. Let us see. Let us open that into a PowerPoint. PowerPoint is opening because I have directly linked my Power BI now to PowerPoint. So now it's downloading. You can see onto the right hand side, bottom right hand side. Okay. So now my this has been come. Power BI is still loading it. It takes time. Actually, a lot of data is present over there, right? So it actually takes time. Okay. So in the meanwhile, I'll give one more trick that you can only use Power BI service as a student if you have your college email IDs. You can use that, or if you are working profession, you can use your organization's email ID so that you can access this Power BI services. Okay, so it's taking more than the usual time. So let us go to another trip. Till then, it will, I guess, get loaded. So let us see. And the next tip, what I have. The next tip I have is that set alert to the KPIs. How can I set alert to the KPIs? As we all know, what do you mean by KPIs? KPIs are my key performance indicators. As I say into my page one, you can see this sales, this quantity, this profit, and this average day deliveries are my KPIs. The most important KPIs which I want to know is sales and profit, right? So let us go into my Power BI services here and let me just go into, okay, before that, we have to go and set this visual. I'll go into my workspace. I will open this sales dashboard and you can see whenever I hover into it, I will get some of the options. Now imagine if I go into sales, okay, and if I click that and it says here, I can just go and pin. See, I can pin a visual. So this pin visual can be go and put into existing dashboard or a new dashboard. I want into a new dashboard. Basically, I will give name as my name. Let us go and pin that. So go to the dashboard. So here I have the thing. Here what I have. Okay, this is what the dashboard I had got printed that time. So let us go and see where it is. I will go into this and let me just pin another one. I will go and pin this visual. I want to put that into this. I will pin that. I'll go to the dashboard. And here, if I go here, you can see I have different tremendous amount of options that I can see. And I have export.csv, edit details, view insights, pin title, delete this title. I have tremendous amount of function here as well. Okay. So to set the alert, I will go into this three dot and here I have something called as add alert. I can go into anywhere and I can say I want to add the alert and I can add alert like this. So when I should add the alert, if I want to send that through Teams or if you want to send that message to any other email IDs, we can set that sale. See here when changes by if I give any values or into the percent values, I can give that way as well. So whenever the sale increases or decreases through a certain limit, if I give there, that time I will be getting notified. So this is what my setting alert means. Okay, you can pin that visual to the dashboard, and then you can take back it and pin to the or add to the alert. And what is the importance of the pinning visual to the dashboard is that I can take multiple KPIs and integrate that into a single dashboard. So that is the beauty of Power BI Web Services dashboard. Okay. After that, let us go into another trick that is about subscribing to a dashboard. Now, let us again come to my Power BI, web service. Here, if you say, I can open another sales here, and here you have something called as subscribe to a dashboard. I will go click enter or click it. I can say create subscription. Subscription is that which people can access this particular dashboard. So I can say what is the name of that subscription. I can either add email IDs as well. If you want, I can add uh, another email IDs. What you want to, you can add into your own organization as well. Okay. Uh, I can add something like this and then schedule the time and date at what time, what date it has to go. And if you want that people to see your report daily or hourly or weekly or monthly, I can do that as well. What is the time that I have to schedule? I can do that, okay, as well. So this is what the subscription is, nothing but the another colleague that you want to see your dashboard reports. I don't want right now, so I will discard that. Another one is my wallpaper. So this wallpaper speaks about here itself. So let me show you what that wallpaper basically means. Come on, click onto your canvas, go into your canvas and then go hit into wallpaper. And right now I have, you can use this white color wallpaper. Why it is not visible? Because I have to increase the transparency and you can go and browse the images as well. Whatever the images you want to put as, you know, your background, you can put that as well. Okay, so you can change your wallpaper according to it. Okay, is that right? And in this page 3, let us see what is the another one. Yes, so we are done with it. So thank you all, and please be connected and please subscribe to our channel to the next video. Thank you so much.